Yes, I still read Vibe magazine. This is actually a really good issue. The last couple of issues, they've been like real faulty, and I've been like, I did want to say that this Django Unchained, I think this movie is going to be hot. I saw Kerry Washington, her interview with Oprah, as well as Shonda Rhimes. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are actually in Anguilla, okay, honey? I do want to talk about the introduction. I keep listening to Candy's intro where she's like, oh. I can't get that out of my head every time she's up there. I would rather see Lil Riley doing the jerk. I'm sorry. So we leave with Kim storming out and Croy, you get shit. I was like, Croy, I was laughing with Kim's little montage of all of the people that hurt her. It wasn't like a nice little oh type of montage. It was like a you stupid. I was hollering at the table when Cynthia was like, yeah, you know, she doesn't want to be our friend. That's fine. We all have kids except for Kenya, and we still make time. I was dying laughing because I was like, Kenya, boo boo. Kenya, she talks about Walter, and of course Candy is like, well, I know him. He was friends with somebody that I knew, and I was like, oh snap. And Kenya was like, I'm not even gonna bring that up because I'm over it now. Honey, no, you are not over it. You've never have been, and Walter don't want you, boo-boo. Here goes Nene. She was like, yeah, because my album get ready to come out, just as plain as day. And then she was like, and then I'm going to law school. I was like, what? It was hilarious, but her teeth were shining. I want to know who's Portia's dentist, as well as who is Nene Leakes' dentist, because teeth are sitting, honey. I love them. Caps just crowned for Christ. So we finally get to see Candy's mama, and she pulling the whip out on Lil Riley. Get your ass in there. Like, she is a mean grandma. Okay? What you think Riley think about a big old rusty ass man in the house? It was hilarious. I'm sitting there like, Portia, okay, she has dinner with Cynthia and Peter. Peter is apparently in love with Portia's husband because he is a football player, but of course he had something else to do. So here comes Portia with her perfect teeth, okay? And she comes in. I have to give it to Portia. I kind of like Portia, but she's just as dense up there. There's nothing up there but air pockets, okay? So it's time to go to Anguilla, and all I have to say is, for Kenya, who gets on a plane in a tight dress with a little split in it and you can't even move? Who does that? You ain't got no traveling clothes? Like, what? She didn't say nothing to Portia. That was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. Portia and her husband were just standing there like twiddle-dee and twiddle-dum. Like, nobody was saying nothing to them. They were like, who are these two Negroes? Now, I do have to say that Kenya, she does seem like somebody who's like the life of the party. We're gonna talk about later in the party later on. Peter was like, Nene and Greg, you guys can drive with us. The rest of y'all get on the bus, okay? Massa's bus. Greg is so stupid talking about Cynthia. I think I saw your nipple, but I closed my eye, and that eye wanted to see it too. Gregory. Kenya's on the bus talking about diamonds, and clearly Walter is like, oh. You talking to me? The resort, I have to say, was really pretty for Nene, but for everybody else, especially Kenya got the junior suite. I do agree with Phaedra. Like, you can't just be jumping in people's pools and stuff. You just don't jump in parasitic waters and crap. Is parasitic a word? Anyway, you don't jump in all them waters and crap. I love that Phaedra referenced her vaginal region as a honeypot. I loved it. I've never seen Peter and Cynthia being all sensual. It made me want to throw up. Kenya pushes Apollo in the pool. Okay, first of all, Apollo wasn't nowhere near Kenya. Okay, here comes Kenya. I told y'all in the last review, it's like, Kenya just nasty. Okay, Kenya is an attention whore. How about that? Phaedra, she let that one slide. She was like, okay, girl, I'm gonna give you a pass for that one. Apollo, I'm gonna let you slide on that one, girl. But next time, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you with a dull knife. The next morning, here comes Phaedra, ass out, literally, like her entire brown cheeks, her globes were out, fighting for attention amongst that thong. I was like, whoa, my dear, that's a lot. Okay. I see she was trying to make a point from the night before, but Phaedra, baby girl, you know you need a long t-shirt or something comfortable. You can't just sit there with your cheeks out all day. You can't do that. Todd and Candy have some alone time, and I cannot believe that Candy doesn't drink. Like, I've learned something new every day. Phaedra goes from here goes my booty cheeks to the prime minister of so-and-so. Like, it's every season. They had little dances by the troop, and them girls were like 2. And then here goes Nene. She's coming over. She's like, y'all don't know no moves, honey. And she does this thing with her tongue that made me throw up. It was worse than when I saw Peter and Cynthia trying to get ready to do the nasty. It was gross. Like, I was like, Nene, no ma'am. Here comes Peter. He gets in between Cynthia and Kenya while they were dancing, and he has his thang-a-lang all up on Kenya, and Kenya backing it up on him. Mind you, his wife is behind him. I did not understand that dynamic. Clearly he was enjoying it, but Kenya, I don't get it. And Kenya was flirting with that little dude. It was too much, and Walter is like right across from her like, whatever. Walter didn't care. Apparently, Walter does not want you, sweetness, because no matter what you do, no matter who you flirt with, he does not care. Ooh, Kenya, girl, why you do that? Kenya has her arm around Phaedra and Apollo, and she's like, Phaedra, I want to ask you a question, girl. If you had to pick some of your friends, 2 of your friends, to be with your man, I don't know how she said it, who would you pick? And Phaedra was like, I don't know what you talking about. And here's Apollo's ignorant self. What you mean, having sex? Giving head? What you mean? It was too much. And Phaedra was like, you better get on out of here with that bullshit. She said that. I'd never heard Phaedra openly cuss on camera, but you can tell that Kenya really rattled her feathers. And I don't blame her. Kenya, you went too far on this whole episode. That's all I got to say. Too far. And Nene Leakes, honey, when she gets some drinks up in her system, it's a wrap. That was a funny episode to me. Next week is going to be even better because somebody's going to get under Kenya's skin and she going to start rumbling and Nene going to have to hold her. It's going to be hilarious. What y'all think about Kenya? That's what I want to know. What did you think about Kenya and what did you think about Phaedra? What would you would have done if you were in this situation? MissP.TV is coming. I cannot wait for it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at MissTP90. That way you know when it is live, but I cannot wait. So make sure you remember that. MissP.TV, my brand new website is coming. I cannot wait for it. I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.